Okay, it is Friday, September 16th, 8:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will try to give you another update real quick today. So Tech Lead posted a video yesterday showing you how to claim your ETH tokens. You can check out his video. I also put the information on my Twitter page yesterday. You just go to your MetaMask and you click Add Network, and you can put these figures in, and you should be able to see if you have any ETH, as also your million token clone tokens, which I'll go over in a little bit. But real quick, million pool APY is at 17.85%, just come down a couple percent now that the ETH merge is over, right? The whales are coming back and restaking their tokens. And right now we have 355,000 tokens. About 35.5% of the total supply is locked up. And yeah, you can see some big wallets coming in. We have one wallet here with 28,000. That is the old AC82 wallet. And I think he's selling off rewards pretty regularly, but I know he had over 30,000 at one point, but you know, he's basically holding on the majority of his tokens. And if you want to see if you have any clone tokens, what you would do is you would put in your address into that block explorer for the ETH chain. So we'll just copy this address here, and let's see now. The like I said, the block explorer ID is right here at the bottom, mainnet.ethwscan.com. And I think there's another one too. But yeah, you can just pull that up. This page will come up, and then you could search for your ETH address, and then under token balance, it should be there. Like this one's got 28,000 cloned tokens. I don't know if they're gonna have any value. I think probably not at this stage, because none of these clone tokens are backed by the USDC that TechLead set up. It's not like each token's valued at $1 at its minimum. But you never know. Whatever the market decides, I think hopefully in the future it won't matter that there's a floor. But right now it's good that there's a floor because we're in a bear market. And a million tokens holding up very well compared to the other cryptos. So that's how you find out if you have any clone tokens. You would just go to that block explorer, put in your address, and see if you have any tokens. I have tokens also. And now I don't know. Let me just click on this real quick. Million token. Let's see if we go to the contract address here on the Ethereum POW chain. So I pulled it up before and I saw the pool tokens were there. So I don't know if you'll ever be able to withdraw your clone tokens from some contracts. So yeah, here's the 290. This was the snapshot of what the balance was for the million token pool. So, I don't know if they're locked in there forever now, or if there's a way to get, yours out. I think if you had million token on the Polygon or Binance Smart Chain or the other smaller chains, I don't think you may not have cloned copies. I think it was only people, that withdrew their million token from the stake pool or had it held in their own wallets on the Ethereum blockchain that you're most likely to have some cloned copies of your ERC20 tokens. And I had gone over that repeatedly in my past videos. So again, I don't know if there's any value to them. We'll just let the market decide. It would be interesting to see if TechLead ever decides to do a bridge to this ETH from the main contract from the ETH. If you bridge it over, then they would have some value. But right now, these clone tokens shouldn't be considered as equal as the ones that are backed by the USDC and the ones that the community basically follows. Other good news was, Coinbase now is on the Polygon network, which is news to me. I just found out this morning. You could transfer USDC, ETH, and Matic on the Polygon network or Solana network. Anyway, so just make sure you choose a network. In this case, Polygon's showing, but if you click here, you would have, Solana or the Ethereum network. So that is very good. because before I would have to like send funds to crypto.com or something and then send funds from there to Polygon and Binance Smart Chain. Now, Coinbase still isn't on the Binance Smart Chain. Probably won't because like they're a competitor. Maybe in the future sometime Coinbase might have their own chain, but who knows? So that is new also. And you can get Million Token on Coinbase through the Avalanche network. Fees are a little bit higher. I think the fees are the most cheapest on the Polygon network, where there's some fair amount of liquidity there. The best liquidity is still on Ethereum blockchain. Next in fees probably is the Binance Smart Chain, which is probably 10 cents fees there maybe. And I haven't used Avalanche in a long time, but I think they're probably right after Binance Smart Chain. And the liquidity on Avalanche is probably very, very, very low. So any buys or sells would drop the price or raise the price a lot in that case if the liquidity is low. So let's see now. Ethereum went down almost 10% yesterday at one point. Again, by the rumors sell the news, which I discussed in one of my previous videos as well. Real quick look at Million Token. Just pull this up real quick. About the same general area as we were yesterday. We'll pull up the price real quick. And still above $3, except on Avalanche. And let's see now. Let's see what the stock market was doing. Like I was talking about this regression line yesterday, but I didn't have the chart pulled up. So I pulled it up today. So going back to like 1950s, you can kind of draw this white regression line. I just did it by eye. There's no science behind it. But we're only like about 24% away from the midline here. So I think that's reasonable. You know, if we're in some type of recession or correction, you know, a 23% drop from here doesn't sound unusual. From the top, that would be a correction of I think 36%. You know, and there were times that, you know, we're below the line, the regression line back in the, you know, the 70s and looks like, you know, the 80s. And then also after the housing crash, we went down quite a bit there. Anyway, we also get support on the this red line here when it gets really, really bad. We didn't quite touch it in the .com bubble, but came pretty close. So if we were to come down that far, that would be a different story, right? We would have to drop probably about the same, because by the time we drop to 35%, maybe that moving average will continue to go up. So, you know, 25, 35%, somewhere around there, correction for the stock market. It might be in the cards. Just time will tell. Bitcoin still showing some weakness at 19,811. I mean, if there wasn't any fears of recession, I mean, everybody would be calling bottom now. And Bitcoin versus gold, you know, in the previous bear market, you know, once we broke this yellow moving average line, it just ripped to the upside. So that's something to be watching for. You know, we kind of dropped here pretty hard, went sideways until we broke it. It could be that we dropped already, we're going sideways, and it might be just a matter of time before we break that moving average. But I think the whole market, everybody's just waiting to see what the Fed's going to do, if they're going to, when they're going to pivot, basically. You know, the whole market is, you know, petrified. So that's the news. You know, you've got the Coinbase news being on Polygon network finally. And the million pool is down 17.85%. I think, you know, somewhere around 17, 16, maybe it might go as low as 15%, because I remember the pool balance was at one point like 374,000. So we could still have like another 20,000 or more million token to be deposited over the next you know, day or two, or, you know, I think the whales will be coming in pretty hard now that the ETH merge is over. And I don't think they've sold. I think they were just sitting on the sidelines. Any snapshots would have been already taken, so I don't think there's any reason why to sit out on the sidelines anymore. The gas fees are really low right now as I'm doing the talk. So, you know, sometime in the morning on the East Coast Standard Time, United States, is probably a good time to you know, restake your million token if you want to save money on gas fees. I think it's usually like $1 or $2 or something like that. You know, if you're depositing, you're gonna have to, you know, have one gas fee to approve the transaction, and then another gas fee to deposit the transaction. So have some Ethereum in your wallet if you're going to restake. And I think that is it. Yeah, try to keep it short. Everybody have a great weekend. I will do another video. If you guys have questions, you can comment down below. Otherwise, just have a great weekend. Bye-bye. If you like this content, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below.